Good morning.
What's up? Good morning.
You can hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate your setting out some time for us today.
No problem. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just got home from a quick little workout and about to
What's it
do
like?
this.
It's 8 o'clock over there?
Yeah, it's 8 a.m. Out here in Colorado. It's 8 a.m. and we got a warm ass day today. It just snowed for us a couple of days ago, but now it's 62 degrees. That's that Colorado shit. So I'm gonna be outside today. Then we got a yoga class at 12, and I'll just be in the city for the rest of the day in Denver. Hmm.
Okay. I Colorado one of these days.
You say, you
No,
never been out here?
I ain't never been out there.
Yeah, you got to. You ever been out west at all? Like in
I've
any of
been to
these
Vegas.
states? Been to Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just come out here, man. If you're into the mountains and being outside and all of that shit, you'll definitely like it. It's good for the nerves out here for sure. I mean, coming from Atlanta, it's definitely peaceful.
Like peaceful.
Yeah. But yeah, what state you said you're in? Jersey
I'm in
or
New Jersey.
Jersey? Okay, you from Jersey?
Yes.
All right, I got you. Oh my bad, man. I go by Christopher. I don't know if I told you my name earlier, but I go by Christopher. You go by Lou, right? All right,
Yeah.
bet. Um, so you born and raised Jersey. How you like it? I've been there once. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the reason why I was there. We were, I think we were in Philly because Philly doesn't have dispensaries, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it's legal over
So
there.
yeah,
I think it's just legal medically
so I went. So
over there.
we drove to I had a layover one time in Philly, and we drove to Jersey. I want to say we drove because it was like an hour drive. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
From Philly to Jersey? So, yeah,
Well, I mean, it depends on where you are. It could be.
yeah. But we just went to the closest dispensary. So that was my only time being in Jersey. So I don't know shit about this state. Let us know, how is it though?
It's all right. I mean, it's where I was born and raised, so I mean, it's always gonna be home. But I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. I don't see myself. I don't see this as my permanent place for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
But
understood.
it's cool. It has its. I'm close to Philly, so I'm like 20. I'm like 20, 30 minutes from Philly, so
Oh, that
it's
ain't
not
nothing.
bad.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like I said, I want to get out, and I'm trying to see what else is out there.
Right, right,
So.
right, right. Did you check out the Eagles Super Bowl celebration since you were right there up the street? You said what? What?
Eagles fan, man.
All right.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't stand the Eagles.
Ah, I
And
feel
I'm
that.
right here. I'm right here amongst all the fans.
Right up
So
the
I got to deal with it.
street.
But
Yeah,
no, I ain't go over there.
understood. I used to be a big Emmett Smith fan. I used to watch Emmett Smith crazy back back in them Cowboys days. But I support the home team. Anything Atlanta for me.
Or
Uh, anything Atlanta. But yeah, I guess I give you the rundown. What I back in 2018 at our gym, what we used to do is like every Sunday we would host a kind of like a mental health group discussion. You know what I mean? And because what we were learning is 'cause I've been a personal trainer for a long time. What we were learning is a lot of our clients didn't really care so much about the working out. They just needed somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? Like we had a client come in, and next thing you know, we don't spend an hour on a treadmill, and she or he just talked the whole time, and they're fine with it, and they were just ready to go home. So me and my business partner was like, man, we need to start doing something where people can come in and just talk. No working out, no sweating, none of that. Just come in and talk. So we started Self Love Sundays, and what we would do is before the class, we would do some type of activity, like whether it be bowling, top golf, go out to eat or something, just kind of like to break the ice with people. And then we would meet up at our gym. We would sit in a circle, and then we would just talk about life. Um, whether it be depressing stuff, whether it be happy stuff, mental health, addiction, whatever it is, we would just talk. And everybody, nobody knew each other, so everybody was kind of vulnerable, but everybody was comfortable, and it was like a safe space. You know what I
mhm.
mean? And once the pandemic hit in 2020, we tried to do it like virtual with everybody in the group, and I just didn't like it that much. So I was like, man, I still have the podcast. So I was like, maybe let me just do one-on-one interviews and one-on-one conversations with people who, I find that have some type of, good insight. So, I went through your page, checked out some of your videos, of course. And I'm like, yeah, this is definitely somebody good to talk to. I feel like I can learn from you. I feel like my audience will be able to learn from you. And just kind of spread the word. You know what I mean? You just never know what you can say that'll help change somebody's life down the
I
road.
appreciate
So,
that. I
yeah,
appreciate
100%.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, let us know. Let us know how you got your Instagram name. Let us know how you kind of got into just the kind of the content that you post.
So
Let us know.
I started off well, probably about 6, 7 years. I've been a trainer, but before that, I kind of wanted to be a motivational speaker.
Okay.
So that's kind of where the speeches came from. That was the original what I was going to try to do, but then I was bigger, so I wanted to lose the weight. And then when I lost the weight, I kind of really liked the gym. So, and I started training a couple people on the side to start out. So then I was like, this is something I would love to do. And I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like the job I was at. So I was like, I'm gonna go for it and I'm gonna take the chance. And 7 years later, I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm thankful that I did take the chance. Like I'm I'm glad God gave me the vision or the purpose because I couldn't see myself. Now looking back, I couldn't see myself, being where I was. So,
Right.
you know, and so that's kind of where, and then I kind of started incorporating the speeches and with just with the training. So that's
Yeah.
all kind of where it started out, like 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. And
Um, you said motivational speaker. Is that something you kind of grew up wanting to be?
no,
No. Oh,
it just
okay.
happened,
Oh, just that.
it just
Okay.
was something that, you know, I,
Yeah.
yeah, something that just came, as
You
I was growing up.
do you find it like? Do you find yourself doing it for yourself, or you find yourself doing it for your audience, your friends, your family, the people that are around you? Like,
So
how do you?
honestly, I feel like I do it for myself.
Okay.
Like I feel like the messages that I feel like because God gives me the messages. So and I feel like He's speaking to me, and I'm speaking to whoever is listening,
Yeah.
and hopefully it just helps somebody like it. But it's for me as well. Like what I'm saying is it's for me. So
Yeah. Um, where like growing up was like in your community or like just in your surroundings, was expressing yourself a thing, or did you kind of have to like, you know, keep it to yourself? Like as far as like like being uh like I kind of how do I want to put this
like being
where
like
did you
sharing your emotions or how you
yeah
feel with
did
your.
you have that safe space to share your emotions,
I
express yourself,
mean,
speak up for yourself?
I could say that I can't say that it was I was 100%. I could be vulnerable, but I live with my father. Me and him had a great relationship, so I could be open with him and we could talk, but it wasn't no like I can't say it was like you know how do I put it? I'm trying to figure out how to put this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like in the black, how in the families they're not like most families. You don't come out with your emotions. You don't sit down and
Right.
have talks about like how you feeling and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's not like what I'm doing right now is different. Like
Okay.
I'm the speeches and trying to be I would say it's different than what I grew up in, but
Yeah. Do you is it are and you're comfortable doing it? You don't feel like because for me, whenever I set the camera up and try to record myself, outside of recording myself working out, like talking to the camera, sometimes I be feeling funny. You ever have that feeling, or you kind of like we're past that
yeah, I mean, but I've been doing them for so long at this
for so
point,
long?
so
Yeah.
it's just like natural.
Yeah.
But I
Um.
still ain't had that. What's for me is getting that if I ever do get to that spot where I'm talking to people, a bunch of people and stuff, that's different for me because I can't say I'm the most, outspoken person,
Right.
So speaking to a big crowd would be different. So that's what I'm, you know, Lord willing, if it ever get to that
Yeah.
point, you know,
Yeah, but that's something you want to do though. Something you
I, I,
eventually want to at least.
I wouldn't, if somebody came to me and said, I need you to speak, I would definitely consider it. I can't say I wouldn't consider it.
Right. Okay. Um, you said God gives you the message, and you're kind of speaking to yourself. Are you speaking to your current self, your younger self, your future self? What is it?
I feel like it depends. Some messages is for who I'm right now, what I need to hear right now, or you know, or some has been what I've been through, uh, and a lot of it is just I just want people to be confident,
Right.
because it took a long time for me to gain my confidence and be able to walk around with confidence, So the message is just I just want people to know that that a lot of whatever they're going through is going to be okay, and that they can make whatever they want happen. Like you just got to believe, you got to stick with it. A lot of
Yeah.
consistency, and so a lot of just staying positive. Just spreading positivity because I feel like the world needs that, especially nowadays. It's wild out here. So
Yeah, it is. It's a lot going on. Are you do you write down some of your messages too, or just more so saying them out loud is
so I might
how
write
it
down.
sticks?
I might write down a topic
Yeah.
like in my notes or something, and I'll just something that I want to speak of, and I like have a baseline, so what's something I could go off of. But I really don't write down the whole because it's hard for me to remember. I'll be honest, it's hard for me to remember. Like if I wrote down a whole speech going a minute or so, I probably wouldn't remember it. So I just write
Okay.
down, the major point that I want to speak on, and maybe a little bit after that, and then I'll just go from there. A lot of it, and then after like 10, 15, 20 seconds, it's a lot just flowing, like freestyle.
Yeah, I
Now
agree.
I'll be, but it take a, I'll be, I some days I have a lot of takes because I'll be forgetting and I'll mess up in the middle. So it might be like 8, 9, 10 takes that I gotta do it.
Yeah. You just post your stuff to Instagram, or you on YouTube, TikTok? What else?
I got TikTok.
Yeah.
I want to do YouTube. I got TikTok and Facebook.
Yeah. I know YouTube is for that longer format content, so you probably have to do like what 5 minute,
I
10 minute talks,
I
huh?
mean, honestly, I feel like I got so many speeches on my Instagram page. I could probably take like 100
Like a
and just post them on
yeah, yeah, like a little
like
compilation.
post it that or do like a or just do one offs like really because you could do shorter clips.
Yeah,
I mean shorter videos.
yeah,
But I mean honestly I could it's not even that I could just start taking them off my Instagram because I got a good amount of them on there.
yeah. You do definitely. Does TikTok hit with the motivational
I
stuff?
feel
I
like I
feel
get the
like
most love off
yeah,
TikTok.
that's what
I wish I
I
would have
was
started
thinking.
doing. I wish I would have started doing TikTok earlier.
Man,
I
I
just
feel
got
you
on in the
on that.
past year or so. It's been a year, like around a year.
Yeah, I got on maybe like 2022, but I just wasn't taking that shit as serious. But if I would have jumped on that shit before it got jumping and just would have had tons of content up, it would have been cool. Because TikTok definitely hits.
Yeah,
Instagram hits too, but TikTok hits for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. TikTok. That's what I'm saying. If I would have, I wish I was on it from like 21,
Yeah,
20. But take advantage of it now. That's what I'm saying. So while it's around,
100%. Most definitely. Do your clients appreciate your messages? Like, did you ever get a call or a text from a client and be like, "Hey, I need something from you today," and then you know, you give them some like a personal message, a personal word of the day or something. Like, you ever gotten to that point?
it's not. I mean, people do hit me up and when they're going through stuff, but it's not to that point. Like I have
Yeah.
never really been hit up and like I need a message from you or something. But
Right, right, right.
if my clients or anybody, going through something and and we talking about it, I'm definitely gonna try to spread some positivity or give them some whatever I got to give knowledge,
Yeah,
help them
yeah.
out.
think that's definitely important. You said you lost a lot of weight, or you said you lost weight.
Yeah,
How much weight did
I,
you
I,
lose?
I was like, I was honestly probably most like 210, 215, but that's big on me because I'm a shorter
Mm,
dude. I'm 5'7", so
okay.
that's big. I had a stomach and I had chest out, but you know,
Yeah.
so it's not like I was 250 or
Right.
close
Right.
to
Right. Right.
300 or
Right.
something, but it was big to me. It was big enough.
I got you.
You know.
What were some ways that helped you lose the weight? Was it cardio? Was it eating good? Was it the working out? Was it just a combination of the three, or
I,
what? Or did you have like? Go ahead. Go ahead.
so I can't say I ate. I had a crazy strict diet. I
Mm,
wasn't eating as crazy as I was, but I was just running every day. I run like a mile, and I wasn't running nothing crazy. I just run like a mile every day, and I would work out. That's all
mm,
it was every day for like a year straight, and then I just started to fall in love with it. So
yeah.
kept going.
Are you an outside runner, treadmill guy?
I prefer outside better. What
Yeah.
about you?
Now, especially being out here, definitely love
I
outside.
know
I
the
don't mind hitting the
mountains. I know
treadmill.
the
Yeah,
scenery out there is crazy.
man, it's beautiful, dog. Beautiful. Like I don't mind hitting the treadmill inside, doing the stairmaster. Yeah, I do that, but like nothing beats outside. The elevation out here crazy too. We five
Oh yeah,
thousand
it's
feet up.
it's probably different running out there.
Yeah, it's definitely a different run. And then when you start hitting the mountains, you start to get to like 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 feet above sea level. So, um, it's a different type of breathing.
Yeah,
That's all I
yeah,
can say.
for
It's a
sure.
different type of breathing up there for sure.
I'm sure your lungs are really working right out there.
Most definitely. But I love running. Um, so I came from super skinny guy to gaining weight. So I did 3 men's physique shows back in college.
Okay.
Um, and then from there, that's where I got into personal training. But I'm a teacher. So once I graduated college, I stopped competing and then just went into teaching. Um, I mean, I went into teaching full time. I was still training, but I went into teaching full time, and so I stopped doing shows. But um, I like a lot of my clientele. Like I don't know if your clientele is mainly gaining weight or losing weight, but for a lot of clients that I had was gaining the weight. So my question to you would be, as a trainer, what do you think is more difficult to train? Somebody that needs to lose the weight or somebody that needs to gain the weight?
I would say probably someone who needs to lose the weight because,
Okay.
well, I mean, I guess I would say 50-50 because, well, both you need discipline. So if you don't got no discipline, regardless of your goal, it ain't gonna work out. Like if
Yeah.
you want to lose weight, but you don't have discipline on your eating, you know, or if you want to gain weight, the same thing. You don't have discipline with your eating or the way you work your workouts, then it won't work out either way. So I mean, doing this, I've realized that your dedication to it, like how dedicated you are, is going to be the your reward. Like that's what you're going to get out of it.
Mhm.
Like oh, I can only do so much for you. Like I could give you the workout, I can
Yeah.
motivate you. I can motivate you while you're here. But if you're not doing what you got to do when you by yourself, then everything I'm doing is pointless. Like
Yeah.
it definitely got to be a teamwork when it comes to training and the client and the trainer. Like we got to
Yeah, because
work together.
there's no shortcuts in this game. Shortcuts definitely get exposed for sure.
And I've dealt with the people, uh, I've dealt with clients who expect it to happen. They want the quick fix,
Yeah.
you know, but it's not. It don't work out like that most of the time.
Yeah. You like to train your clients outside, or are you a gym type of trainer, or a little bit of both?
I could do outside because when COVID was here, I was trained outside. I
Mhm.
had to do, when I ain't had no gym,
Yeah.
so I could do outside. I use a lot of weight, so I would say inside because I'm a strength kind of trainer.
Of
I would
course.
say focus more on strength training, but yeah, It depends. If I gotta be outside though, I could do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna hit a couple more topics. With everything going like we were talking about earlier, with everything going on now in life, as a man, how do you keep yourself level? Outside the gym, outside of like the motivational talks, how do you keep yourself level as a man?
I would say honestly, just I've gotten a good relationship with God over the past 3, 4 years. Like really leaning into like when something's like when I'm not feeling my best or when I'm going through something, leaning into His words or listening to gospel or just to keep me, just so I don't get too what's the word too excited or too so I can stay kind of level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot of it, honestly.
Um,
Besides the gym, if you outside the gym, because the gym is a big piece for me too.
yeah. Are you like you go to church, you read the Bible, or just kind of do your own
I
type
can't
of?
say I go to in-person church all the time, but I listen to it. I try to listen to it
Mhm.
on Sundays.
Yeah,
You know, I read the Bible in the morning.
yeah. I gotta start. My dad wants me to go to church whenever I go back home. I'll definitely go to church with him. I haven't been to church in a while, but um, I have nothing against it. I just haven't been in a while, honestly.
Yeah, understandable.
And um, do a couple more things to hit. Uh, for like the young people that are watching or that will watch this or that'll see a clip on this later. I don't know if you have any kids. I don't have any kids, but uh, looking at the youth today, what
Yes.
are, and not even in a negative way, but like what are some things you would want to say to the kids that are coming up today, that might not have a big brother in the house, might not have a dad, might not have an uncle, and just be a positive, you being a positive male role model, what is something that you could say that they can hear, that they might not be hearing in their real world, in their real life?
Uh, I would say just to stick with something. Like I would say if you feel strongly about something or if you feel like you have a purpose for something, then stick with it. Like regardless of who believes in it or regardless of the outside or what somebody may have to say, if you feel strongly about it, then I would say stick with it. Be consistent with it and don't give up on it. If even if it may take a little longer than somebody else or it may look different than what somebody else is doing, stick with it
Yeah.
because you're given that for a reason. So just don't give up on yourself because it's so easy to give up on yourself out here, especially nowadays with the internet and how you see every 5 seconds how something negative is going on. So just stick with you know if you got a strong feeling about something, just stick with it. That's all.
Yeah. 100%, dog. 100%. Um, So yeah, like I said, man, we was just gonna do maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I didn't want to keep you too
No, you
long.
good. You
Uh,
good.
but as far as doing this, I try to do this. Excuse me. If not, if
Honestly,
not
honestly,
every
if I could, I don't want
what?
to cut you off, but I think this is good. I think I think people need, like you
Yeah.
said, more of the positivity, more of the because like I said, everything's so negative and everything is, you know, so to get clicks. Like people need that positivity and that
Hmm.
they need a message.
Yeah.
So as much as
So I try to do.
as, as many as out there, everybody, that makes.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I, I try to do this every Sunday. Um, as long as I have somebody to interview with. But yeah, if you want to hop on next Sunday or 2 weeks from now,
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
let me
down.
know. Yeah, yeah.
I'm down. If I get somebody else, we could, I'll let them know.
Yeah, most definitely, dog. So I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. Drop some clips on TikTok, of course, and then it'll be up on IG too. So I got to go to yoga in about 3 hours. So yeah, it'll be up by at least by tomorrow. So I'll send you the
All
stuff
right,
just so you can see it.
just send me what you got.
I got
All
you,
right,
man. Enjoy your
man.
Sunday, and I appreciate your time, man.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Be
Yes,
good.
sir.
All right.